February the 5th, 2025. Guys, just a quick video. It's short, but it's sweet. You're looking at a picture of Trump and our new U.S. Attorney General, Pam Bondi. She got sworn in today, and her first thing she did was shut off all federal funding to sanctuary cities, vows prosecution of officials obstructing immigration enforcement. She's had, for the last 4 years, back and forth defending Trump. She's been defending Trump against the libtards. Now, she's got the upper hand on all of the courts, basically, except the Supreme Court, but she has a lot of power. And guys, there's 220-something sanctuary areas that have lost federal funding. Now, if you think the Democrats have thrown a fit about losing their big grift on U.S. aid, it's going to be very interesting to see what they have to say about this. But it says, again, Attorney General Pam Bondi orders DOJ to stop all federal funding to sanctuary cities, vows the prosecution of all officials obstructing immigration enforcement. Going to be a lot of people at Gitmo. Now, I haven't seen the response from the Democrats yet. It's kind of happened later, or the news about it came out later. But what I did see, they were still mad about, again, their grift of U.S. aid, and they shut all of that down, told them to come home and get ready. The CIA was told to get rid of everybody except certain people, and you can either resign and get an 8-month severance, or you can just be thrown out. So that's interesting in itself, but it's one thing after the other. You know, guys, we have talked about these Democrats for a long time and how dumb and evil they were. And sometimes they go hand in hand because they still haven't gotten it. It's not Trudeau. Newsom flew from California to D.C. to talk with Trump today to ask him for federal funding for the fires. And at the same time, I think, as they were planning that, was it yesterday that they went ahead and awarded him the local senators or whatever they're, the Congress, state people, they awarded him the $50 million to protect the illegal aliens from Trump and his administration while he was getting ready to fly over here and beg for more money. I don't think it went real well for him, but when we find out, I'll let you know. It says some of America's biggest cities are about to lose millions in federal funding if they do not cooperate with the Trump administration hand over illegal aliens. They're not about to do it. It was ordered stopped today. They're about to find out what's going to happen. It says these places, including L.A. and New York City, have broken federal laws for years without repercussions from the Republicans or the Democratic administrations. This has severely hampered immigration officials' ability to ensure public safety while criminal aliens terrorize ordinary Americans. They raided Aurora, Colorado, guys, took down a bunch of Trandiagos, and they are already being shipped. If they're not already at Gitmo, they were getting on the plane earlier. It says the results have been tragic, particularly under the Biden regime, all the people killed by these people. It says the news gets even better. Bondi has also ordered the prosecution of any jurisdiction impeding immigration enforcement. This opens the door for the feds to arrest local and state officials for defying immigration laws and harboring illegal migrants. Guys, this is the key, is the takedown of the crooks. Take them out of the way. If the Democrats want to do this, lock them up, right? You'll basically end the main sections of the Democratic Party. It needs to be taken down anyway. It's the world's #1 most, the worst terrorist organization on the planet, is what I would say. When you look at what USAID was doing, when you look at the money from the UN and WHO, and all of that's being taken away from them. And you got Governor Pritzker, who was bragging about having an illegal living in his garage apartment. And then when he was confronted with it, he said, no, he was just joking, after Holman said he would check into it. That's how stupid these people are. And I'll link to this article on Gateway Pundit, but it says the Gateway Pundit previously reported that far-left Democratic officials, such as Denver's Mayor Mike Johnston, Governor J.B. Pritzker, Chicago Mayor Brandon Johnson has vowed not to cooperate at all with ICE. America could see these illegal alien sympathizers in handcuffs shortly. This is what needs to happen. That slap in the face, wake-up call, putting these silver chains on their hands, their feet, putting them on a plane to somewhere other than they're at right now. Lock them up. It's going to happen, guys. The Democrats have just about screamed themselves to death in the last 2 days. They're doing it now, protesting what has been happening. I don't even think they've got to this protest yet. It says, moreover, Bondi has directed the Department of Justice to identify and evaluate all funding agreements with non-governmental organizations. These NGOs had a lot to do with sneaking folks over the border. We saw that with some of the YouTubers that were covering the border in California and Texas. Remember that? Now, Gateway pundits Jordan Conradson attended last Friday's White House briefing and asked Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt about Democrats in sanctuary cities potentially violating the law with their failure to protect American citizens. Conradson pointed out that Democrat officials such as the Chicago mayor and the Illinois governor are preventing ICE agents from going into jails and prisons to enforce detainers against illegal aliens, and wanted to know if the administration had any comment on the leftist state and local officials defying ICE and Trump's deportation efforts. Leavitt told him, she believed that they were indeed in violation of federal law, and that's an overwhelmingly popular policy to deport illegal criminals from our nation's interior, and this administration will continue to affect that goal. Now, if any of you guys were watching CNN or C-SPAN, a little earlier, you would have seen this oversight committee. They really broke it down with the Democrats arguing with the Republicans because the Republicans refused to subpoena Elon Musk. That's all they've thought about in the last 2 days. They never say that it's Trump's orders. They just say Elon is an unelected official doing all this crap. What just happened over the last 4 years, they forget that, or they think we forget it. So there's a big gap in rationality between us and them, guys. But right now, things are kicking into high gear. This will give them a whole new thing to protest. And we've talked about the fact that they're getting hit with lefts and rights, drop kicks, round kicks from every direction. That blitzkrieg has kept them off balance the entire time, just like a fight in a ring. Constant attack, they never have a chance. And that's what's happening, and they don't know what to do with it. What it is, they know that a lot of their names are on some of these documents that are being looked at, where some of this money's been going through USAID and other things. So that panic is not just about them losing their grifting money, but them going to jail. We're watching it, guys. You watch it. It's a heads up. Be safe.